We do get closer to Halloween. Yeah, kids may feel afraid or uncertain as they see those scary images and hear spooky sounds. So communications expert Lisa Mitchell is here to share what you can do as a parent or a caregiver to help the kiddo in your life feel safe. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Lisa. Yeah, good morning. Okay, let's get right to it, right? Because I would imagine kids, especially younger ages, might not know, like, what is this? What's going on? I'm really afraid, but you want them to have some fun with all of this, right?
Yeah, spooky season is spooky season for a reason, right? And everyone, especially children, kind of process the emotion and the feeling of fear or being scared a little bit differently. And so it really is, you want kids to have fun and enjoy and keep things in context, but it's really your job and really an opportunity for parents or caregivers to kind of help guide
I
that
think so
experience
too.
with your kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you say number one, simply ask them how they're feeling.
Yeah, sometimes we project our own emotions or reactions onto our kids. And so we may think that they're experiencing something totally different than they really are. And so the best thing to do is just, if you notice maybe a change in body language, or maybe they shrink down a little bit, or they're showing fear on their face, just say, hey, how are you feeling right now? Or hey, what's bothering you? Or what's going on? Right? Just ask a question in a playful way, not in a confrontational way, and let them tell you the experience that they're having. And it may not always be the same way we would express it, but they might say, oh, I want to leave, or I'm not having fun,
Right.
or I don't like it here. And you can kind of help translate and ask, well, why? And just let them tell you a little bit more about the experience that they're having so you can solve the right problem.
How important is it to really listen to that? Because I think as adults in our minds, we know it's all fake, it's not real. We're like, you're fine, it's no big deal. But is it important maybe to back off of that a little bit and understand that little bitty, 4, 5, 7-year-old mind?
Yeah, it can feel very, very different, especially if it's their first time experiencing that feeling or seeing or hearing that thing. And so you don't want to minimize the experience or the
Okay.
emotion that you're having. Even if you think they're overreacting, it's very real to them in that
Right.
moment. So let them
Well,
express that to
I
you.
think so too. Yeah, it leads me to number two, offer reassurance, you say, and emphasize that they're safe, they're going to be okay.
That's really what children want. They want to just know somebody's got their back, that they're safe, that nothing bad is going to happen to them. And there's a lot of kind of catastrophic feeling around them right now that they don't really understand and don't really have explained. So when it comes to something scary or something that's supposed to be fun, just say, oh, you're fine, I'm right here, I've got you, you're safe,
Yeah.
nothing's going to happen to you, right? I'm in this with you. Like, just so simple words of
Oh,
reassurance can really
yeah.
be an
It
experience.
just reminds me what I say to Ledger, my 2-year-old, like, I've got you. And he'll repeat, got you. I said, yeah,
Right.
I've got you, buddy. Okay, number three, Lisa, you say reframe the scary thing, I like this, into something silly or fun.
Yeah, kids are going to follow your lead and how you're experiencing something that's uncertain, whether it's turbulence on an airplane, or walking through a corn maze, or watching a scary movie. If you can kind of minimize it yourself and be like, oh, that's so silly, or oh my gosh, do you see how fake that is? Or, oh, there'd never be a spider that size in real life. Just kind of
Yeah.
having fun with it, keeping a playful tone. Kids really will adjust to the temperature that you set in a scenario of uncertainty or fear. So keeping yourself well managed is a great way to help give
Yeah.
them something positive to mirror
I
back.
think so too. I know that those are your three main points, Lisa. Anything else that you would like to add to that?
I really think just, I got you, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if a child is afraid for any reason, just helping make sure that they understand that they're not alone in that moment, and that you are there with them. Like, really, that feels good as an adult,
Yes, it
even.
does. That
Somebody
security.
walking through something scary with you. It's super important to be able to provide that sound, safe space for children as they experience new things, whether it's spooky or scary or just something uncertain.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. As part of our Facebook question today, I'm not sure if you heard, but we're asking people to name something that they're afraid of. So do you have anything perhaps that you fear, Lisa?
Oh, I'm not a huge fan of like unsecured heights. Like, if I'm
Okay.
not tall on an observation deck and there's no way I could fall over, I'm
Yeah.
totally fine. If I'm like on the edge of a cliff where like I'm super clumsy and could really realistically trip and fall down a ravine,
Yeah.
I need to stay way back.
Do you have, because there's a lot of people who say the same things. Of course, heights is a big one, spiders, snakes. Do you have anything that might seem a little more unconventional, perhaps, that might seem silly to some? but that you have a fear of?
Gosh, I'm not like I'm always the person that hates when things jump out at you. Right?
Oh,
I
you
am
hate being like scared like that.
Oh, I hate it, whether it's me watching it on a show or whether it's like, I remember in high school, I walked through a haunted house with some friends and like literally punched the poor person that jumped out and scared me just as I got banned. So I am not the girl to take to a
Poor
haunted
Lisa.
house.
Okay, we have to wrap this up, but very quickly, somebody said that they're afraid of turtleneck sweaters, and you're wearing a turtleneck sweater. So
No
they don't
fear
bother
there.
you. No fear. Lisa, thank you so much for your time. Of course, we'll put all your tips and information on IndieStyle.tv. Have a great Tuesday.
Take care.
All right, Mackenzie, she's not afraid.
Lisa's rocking it. She's doing a great job. I think that's my favorite fear, turtlenecks.